Right guys, it's Dave from Wildgeese Fitness Training. We're going to talk about snatch. Previously I'd filmed tutorials on the kettlebell swing and the clean. We've also done the jerk, but the swing and clean videos, hopefully you've watched them because you kind of need to get all the detail out of that before you move on to the snatch. Of all the kettlebell lifts, the snatch is without a doubt the most technical of them. You can do a passable snatch quite quickly with very little training, but in order to get the most out of it, for the higher rep stuff, especially if you want to move into kettlebell sport, or you really want to build up that, as they call the work capacity of an android, I think is the term they use, you really need to get as efficient as possible. So that's kind of what we're going to do on the next couple of video clips, is look at the basic snatch, what I call the rough snatch, and then how to progress it forward into a very efficient movement. Okay? Essentially a snatch is a single movement of the bell, swings up with a powerful hip extension all the way up to an overhead lockout. Okay? It'll look something like this. Okay? It's a great movement. Okay? Very, very hard movement. For most people starting off, your limiting factor will be the grip. Okay? To maximize the grip, you're only going to hold the bell in the fingers here. You don't grip it, you hold it in the fingers. Okay? That means at the top of the lift, I need to be able to push my hand through, right up into the corner, so the handle of the bell, hope you can see it on the video, is low on the palm, and I'm touching both sides of the handle. Okay? Or as they're often called, the horns here. I'm right up against one, and then the wrist is against the other. So that's going to be the position at the top, and it's going to be in the fingers at the bottom. So getting this transition here is vital. Now, to get that transition, you've got to find the point in the lift where the bell is floating, where it's essentially weightless. Okay? So this is stage one of mastering the snatch, is finding that weightless point. Okay? And it's around here. Around there, you see? You see how the bell stays parallel? The handle doesn't flip up or down. It stays pretty much parallel to the floor. So your first stage on the snatch is learning to control the bell. So what we do is we do a 3-height swing. Okay? We swing to the waist, we swing to the chest, we swing to an overhead position. So we'll learn to put the bell exactly where we want it to. Alright? It'll look like this. I'll just do 5 of each. So we start off just to the waist. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to bring it up to the chest. Arms completely relaxed. 2. You can see the grips relaxed. 3, 4, and 5. And last one. 1, 2, 3. There's no extra tension. Oh, I can let go. 4, 5. Okay? So we're learning to create enough juice from the hip, the arm stays relaxed, the bell's in full control. Okay? Next, I need to prevent the bell from getting too far away from me. Alright? The further out it goes, the more likely I am, and this happens a lot with self-taught individuals. I know a few guys have done this. You end up pulling the shoulder out of its socket, stretching out those rotator cuffs, and doing a bit of damage in and around the shoulder blade area. So you want to learn to be able to keep the bell fairly close. Yeah? So instead of it taking a big circuitous, big circular track, you almost want it to be becoming vertical here. And this is where your hand-to-hand swing comes in handy. Alright? So from there, I need to be able to pull the shoulder, the whole shoulder back, to put the bell in position so that you can start messing around here. And this is where your flips and, you know, your circus tricks, that's how they can start to happen. Alright, if I was to use a long arm, you can see you've got to run after the bell, and that's no use to anybody. Okay? So they're initial teaching stages, just to get the drive and the path of the kettlebell snatch sort of dialed in and working for you. Once you've got that, it's just a case of locking it out at the top, okay? You don't really want the bell flipping over the hand. You see that quite a lot, and it's kind of like this. Okay? That will be the easiest method to learn. If you just want to get working the snatch quickly, that's what you'll do. But pretty quickly you're going to start tearing up the hands. Simple as that. Okay? And yeah, you can talk about getting the hands tougher and tougher and tougher. Why not just get more efficient? Instead of it flipping over, you're going to get it to roll around. Now this is something we talked about on the clean tutorials. So go back, have a look at them. Alright? So from there, you can see the bell actually never gets higher than my hand. Okay? Kind of slowing this down a little bit, so hopefully you can see it in the video. And there it is. Alright? At full speed. Nice and simple, just like so. Alright? From the side here. Okay, so rather than and up and over, so it smashes up your wrists, that's tearing up your hands. Yeah? We're going to come around. Around, okay? This is nice and slowed down. There it is, okay? At speed. Okay, so a few things to start working on there now. In the next video we'll introduce a drill for dialing in that hand, that change of grip there, okay? So that's the very basics of the snatch. There's a lot more to it. That'll get you started, okay? Once again, this is Dave from Wilgie's Fitness Training. Thanks for watching.